Slater investigator claims he knows real reason teen left Airbnb for doomed last journey as he makes shock U-turn. Watch the investigator make the shock claim. A Slater investigator claims he knows the real reason the teen left the Airbnb he stayed at hours before embarking on a doomed last journey. Detective-turned-TV sleuth Mark Williams-Thomas claims an answer on how Jay came to be lost in the mountainous Tenerife area could be revealed soon. Mr. Williams-Thomas has been continuing to investigate the tragic death following Jay's funeral in August. Jay left an Airbnb in the village of Masca hours after traveling there with two men he'd met at a music festival. The search made headlines worldwide after sleuths online tried to piece the Lancashire teen's last moments together. His body was found 29 days later after he tragically fell to his death sometime after leaving the Airbnb. Mr. Williams-Thomas now claims to know the answer to two mysteries surrounding Jay: why he left the Airbnb and why he didn't return. In a post to X, he said, "Maybe, when the time is right, I will reveal those. I've got to be very careful. What I don't want to do is upset the family with any more trauma than they have already had, and so it would be something I would work very closely with Debbie and the family on to reveal that information." The former cop did not provide evidence but claimed he was working closely with the family. Mr. Williams-Thomas has also made a surprise U-turn and revealed that information that came to him early in the investigation was not accurate. Through mobile records and speaking to witnesses, he said there were considerable issues that existed in the search. He said, "One of the things that's very clear is there is a huge amount of misinformation. I've been back and looked through some of the videos that I took when I went out there, in relation to my investigation and thought processes of whilst the investigation was going on. You find information out, you look at that, and then a couple of days later that information changes or is evidenced in some way. Some of the information that came to me in the early days wasn't accurate and wasn't correct, and I needed to validate it." Mr. Williams-Thomas previously revealed why he thought Jay had decided to walk after a conversation with one of the other men at the Airbnb. The search for Jay was hampered by amateur sleuths and conspiracy theorists who asserted wild claims and trolled the family. Jay vanished on the morning of June 17, while on holiday on the Canary Island with two friends, Lucy and Brad. He had traveled to an Airbnb in the remote Masca village with two men after leaving a music festival at a nightclub almost an hour's drive away. Later that morning, he called Lucy to say he was thirsty, lost, and had 1% phone battery. His mobile cut out at 8:50 a.m. near a hiking trail in the rural Deteno National Park, an 11-hour trek from his apartment in the south of the island. Police spent almost 2 weeks combing the vast area with drones, helicopters, and sniffer dogs before turning to a private search. Jay's desperate dad Warren, 58, and brother Zach, 24, also kept up the hunt, retracing Jay's steps almost every day in the blistering heat.